Hello, everyone.
Okay, so we are on live in the brand new platform. We figured it out. So we realized we had to go live first in order to bring everybody on. So I'm going to bring everyone on now, and we'll just get right into this. So we are here back for our oily hour, and this week is especially awesome because it's buy one get one free week. And here's Pam again. I'm gonna bring Teddy. She's currently backstage, so I'm going to bring her on. And then we're just waiting on Christina, Grace, and Fran, who have been. Hey!
Pablo!
Hi.
Hey!
Hi,
How's it
Pablo.
going?
Pablo's here to help us with this whole thing. I was texting them, and I was like, hey, I don't know what's happening.
So every Monday, we have our oily hour, and we talk all things oily, all things oily, but doTERRA related, also wellness in general, and lifestyle, and women empowerment, and people empowerment in general, self-development, leadership. So all kinds of different topics. Teamwork, humanitarian work, Healing Hands Foundation, co-impact sourcing, all of these topics. And today we have the BOGO. So we're gonna briefly speak on the what we have that we already know of the BOGO box, and then throughout the week at 10 a.m. we are going live every day to do capsules of what the BOGO is. Because every time you get a BOGO, you get a freebie, and we don't know what the freebie is yet. So we will find out every night, and then we're gonna go live on it every single day at 10 PST. So stay on here with us so we can um, maybe share some of the knowledge that we've gathered in the past decade on how to use them and how to enhance your daily life. So we have Fran is going to be here with me for the first time. Fran is on HAPS for the first time.
Hi, Fran.
Yes, I was like, wait, Fran, where are you? Where is your handle? I found her screen name.
Yes.
Interesting. Okay, so Pablo, it looks like we're having a little trouble bringing in um 4 more lovely Haps people. Hi, Evolve. Hi. So we're gonna try to bring them in. So we've got Fran's account unable to connect. Christina's, Grace. Yeah. So there's 3 more of us that are trying to. Oh, the max is now 4 on screen, but I don't see the other 3 either. Like they're not even in the back. They're not even backstage. So I'm not sure.
Is that a new mandate now? Are we like? I don't understand.
They should be in backstage if they joined correctly. They are not. They are not showing up in the.
Commenting on here. Hey, is this an improvement of not being able to have all the people that we had on before?
Yeah, why is that?
I
Haps.
don't
What's happening?
They're gonna feel left. They're gonna feel left out. It's like they're gonna be
I see
painted as
Grace.
friend number 5. I'm friend number 5,
Good
not invited.
question. Oh, we've got okay. We hacked
Look
it.
at us.
We were able to add 2 people per screen. So technically we have 6 people on screen. Let's do this.
Yes, Frank.
Party.
Oh my God.
Let's glow.
We did it.
Oh, yay! Awesome.
My little monsters.
Okay, but now we have to make sure echo cancellation is on. So if there's a little arrow next to the microphone, you'll be able to turn on echo cancellation there. Ah, Christina. Ha. Okay, so I was able to add Christina, but then she's not on the screen. Hey,
Okay, so
look, we've got more people on screen now.
hi, say hi everybody.
Hi,
Well,
Sebi.
so we are going to then get started.
Let's haps right into it. You can remove and add as needed. Okay, what if okay, so let's just start talking about BOGO because we've got a lot of things to cover and let's just start off with our list. So it looks like we're starting off with adaptive touch. So oh my gosh, so many babies and mamas. Pam, what do we have about adaptive touch?
So adaptive is what it says. It's for you to be able to adapt. And this came out at the perfect time, right before the pandemic started in March. So we had doTERRA released this blend that is specifically to give you some comfort and a peace of mind, also very connected to mental health. So that's what is mostly known for. And it has been a staple in our home for us to be able to go through all these changes because inevitably we all went through changes regardless if we wanted to change or not to change, and this blend has made it so much easier to navigate the changes that we had to face. So Fran is here with me and her son is obsessed with adaptive, and she can speak a little bit about how they use it in their home too.
Absolutely love the adaptive. The composition of the adaptive is the most amazing oils of always. Wild orange, copaiba, spearmint, rosemary, neroli, magnolia. Just cannot get better. I absolutely love the touch, the oil, and we have the capsules too. But on the BOGO, we get the touch is so convenient to be using all the time and it smells amazing. It's a game changer. Seriously, the Adapt is a game changer. I'm so happy. It's one of my favorite all time.
And it smells so good.
So good.
So you can use it as perfume as well. And the touch means that it has fractionated coconut oil. So it has a carrier oil in the roller, and you can apply it to your skin. For the little ones, I like to apply to the bottoms of the feet, but you can put, like Grace is doing it right now, you can put on your wrists and inhale it, but also along the spine and around the belly button. These are central points of the body. And I do it on them when I know that they are a little bit stressed or if I cannot control the situation. That's when I shower them on adaptive. So that's my go-to every single day to keep me balanced. For all the mamas out there, sometimes you lose it a little bit. No, yeah, no. If you don't lose it, I give you props. I want to be like you when I grow up, but I lose it quite a bit. I have 3 kids, and this is my go-to to try somewhat feel that I have some balance in my life. So that is one of the BOGOs that we have this week. And I am super excited for this one specifically, but for the BOGO box too, though. Talk about the BOGO box first, Olivia, before I go on to the
Yes,
next.
that's right. I for some reason, why did I think adaptive touch was the one that was given if you get the BOGO box? Is that right? I think it might be. Let me fact check myself. Yes, I think I might have to fact check myself. But I believe adaptive touch
Fact
only
check.
comes.
It is. It is.
Awesome. Okay,
Yes.
so
It's the exclusive.
yes, so it's actually that's kind of a cool way to kind of like segue into it. So the way that you can get adaptive touch for free is if you actually get the whole entire BOGO box. So let me tell you a story about this BOGO box situation of when like I first started doTERRA to now. I didn't realize that the BOGO box would be so much better of a deal. So when I first started discovering the BOGO weeks and BOGO things, I was like, oh, so I have to like buy a BOGO every single day of the week and then pay shipping every single time. Um, but I can't just like get it in one box. But then there's like some days like I don't want that one, or like oh maybe I don't. Oh maybe this day like I'm whatever about that BOGO. Like I don't care about that. You don't realize that you're gonna need this whole box until you need it. And guess what? When it's basically like 50% off, if you want to think about a BOGO in that way, like you got that oil for free. And when that unexpected situation comes up and you're like, oh, it was in that BOGO box in the last BOGO. I could have gotten it for free, and now I have to pay full price for it. So I would say that BOGO box is definitely like the best deal. If you can swing it, get the BOGO box. You're going to get the adaptive touch for free. Like we all discussed earlier, the adaptive touch is something you need.
And if you are not a member of doTERRA, you can get that as a gift if you start with the BOGO box. So you don't have to pay the $35 to be a member of doTERRA. So that's the extra little gift that you get with it.
Exactly. Exactly. So it's like a win-win-win-win-win-win situation. So I think that BOGO box is really important for that. Okay, so and hi everybody, hi. So I think we're moving on to. Is it the first day of the BOGO? Maybe are we allowed to talk about this? Yes, every single one. Okay,
It's
so
a
we've
night.
got
Yeah.
one of my faves. We've got a rose touch. Coming to the BOGO box. Okay, Fran, tell us about rose touch. What's going on with rose touch?
I still cannot believe that they put the rose touch on the BOGO box.
I know.
Like, hello, like really? Amazing, amazing. The rose touch is one of the oils with is the most higher frequency of all the oils. It's the frequency of abundance, frequency of love, the frequency that you don't get sick. It's the goddess oil of all the universe. It's great for the skin. It's antidepressive. It's amazing. You feel like you're glowing when I using the rose oil. It's so delicate that they have to wake up before the sun comes up to harvest take 10,000 petals of a rose just to make a 5 ml. And this one is great because the touch, like Pam was saying, is already diluted with fraction. The coconut oil is so easy to apply. So we have the carrier oil. It's great for scar tissue. It's great for depression. It's aphrodisiac, right?
Yeah,
What
3
else,
kids
Pam?
later.
Enough rose oil for you.
So anything skin, anything like that will might be a threat, especially for little ones. Rose oil is the go-to. So it's especially for children, very mild, and that's my daughter's favorite. So usually it's very interesting. Uh, Kids will be very much connected to flower oils, and Addie is absolutely in love with rose, and that's her perfume. And Addie is going to be 7, so little girls will love the rose touch. And by the way, when you have the carrier oil, like the essential oil, your body will absorb more of the essential oil because it makes it stick to your skin. So it's a good thing to have a carrier oil with the essential oil.
Take advantage of this one. It's amazing.
And we're gonna go into more of the properties and the benefits throughout the week, right? When it comes up for the BOGO day of rose, we're gonna go a little bit more in depth of the uses, how what to do, and other good stuff.
Yes, I love rose oil. And it's not a coincidence, right? That like every kid just gravitates towards rose. Like why? Why? Why must you gravitate towards the most expensive oil in my collection? What is happening here? So, yes, I love Rose Touch. That's definitely going to be part of the BOGOs. We don't know what's the free one, but Rose Touch is definitely going to be in the box. So our next one is the Turmeric Dual Chamber Caps. So Turmeric Capsules. Grace, what do we know about this? I love these.
Okay, I feel like I have lots of stories today because my mom is staying with me. But earlier, Maverick bonked his head when we were packing up the car. And I have Rose on my backpack, so I took it out and I was like, here. And I put it on his little boo boo and I put it over his heart. I said, here, so you can still like feel loved, right? Because he hurt himself. She goes, oh, can I try some of that? I said, sure. And she goes, this is nice. What formula is that? And I was like, it's not a formula. It's pure. It's just rose. And she's like, oh my God, it's so amazing. And I'm like, it really is. It's such a special oil. So the fact that it's in the BOGO box is amazing. And to what you were talking about earlier, Olivia, I totally kicked myself because I didn't get the BOGO box last time and it had Immortelle and I just ran out and I was like, if I just bought the BOGO box, I wouldn't have to pay full price for Immortel. So seriously, like these boxes, you don't like having tools in your toolkit and you don't know when you're gonna need it, and that's gonna be the right one. doTERRA has an amazing way of anticipating what's gonna come up. I don't know how they do it, but they're such like an intuitive company. And when they released these turmeric dual chamber capsules, I was like blown away because everyone wants to do like manage inflammation in their body, and turmeric is known for handling inflammation. But the thing about turmeric is that it's not very bioavailable, right? We know the extract is really great at helping fight free radicals in the body, which helps with stress and aging and all of those things. But Sasha was telling me earlier, what were you saying?
I was saying that, in order to activate the turmeric in your body for it to really have that anti-inflammatory effect, you need curcuminoid. That's why when you go and buy a turmeric latte at a cafe, they're always dusting it with pepper on top. So what doTERRA has done with this, with the capsules, is that one, on the outside, there's 2 capsules in here. On the outside, there's the turmeric essential oil, but on the inside, now we have the turmeric powder. And so not only does it have, turmerones, but it also has curcuminoid. And curcuminoid is that chemical that we find in peppermint.
So yeah, so you get the whole plant, and this is proprietary technology. You won't find this anywhere else in the market. Like this is a very, very special supplement that we have to offer, and it's in the BOGO box. So if you haven't tried it yet, I can't recommend it any more highly than like you have to have it. This is something I take every single day, and I notice a significant difference in inflammation in my body. So yeah, we're all dealing with inflammation. It's a natural response in your body.
And Grace, one point to remember too is that people think doTERRA is only essential oil. No, we have incredible technology in our system. And the dual cap, the probiotics, the same idea with the human. So it's amazing how they're able to put the technology to work in natural products and make natural products more efficient than the products is because they think it's not going to be as effective as what they used to use, right? Like deodorant, for example. They're like, oh, it's not going to work as good because, yes, your body gets used to all that synthetic stuff. But the technology that doTERRA has, shampoo, conditioner, it works amazing. Even natural products, right? Even in natural products. So the technology behind it is golden, and that's how I call the turmeric dual chamber caps golden, because they're golden in color too. So they're incredible. What's next, Miss Olivia?
Okay, so thank you, Grace. Thank you, everybody, for contributing. So up next, just in time, we have Christina on stage. Hi! Yes, you made it. You've been here the whole time. It was me. Blame it on me. So okay, I know, right? I know. Is it? Doesn't it feel like there's a retrograde right now? And I was like, isn't it over? Like, how much more? How much more shadow of retrograde is there? Okay. Anyway, now that we're in our own retrograde, um, exactly. What a great transition. There you go, Christina.
Você tá live.
Right? I mean, hashtag better together, which could mean that Copaiba is going to be paired with something that we've been talking about, right? That's been
We can take
wow.
some guesses. Take some guesses.
That's immediately what I thought when I saw Copaiba. I was like, it's gonna be deep blue, either the oil or the rub or even the stick. I don't know if they would do a stick though in the BOGO. Not in yeah. Amazing. Okay.
And
So that's
Christina is here with us, Olivia. Christina is a biologist, right?
yes.
So she loves the science that doTERRA brings to the table. And I think that's one of the strongest points of what we do in doTERRA and what we have in doTERRA is the fact that everything they do is intentional and it has explanation behind it. And we're not talking about the woo-woo explanation, which I love, by the way, but is the scientific studies and all the things that are so important, especially for people like professionals like Christina, right? I think that's one of the things that you were very attracted to doTERRA, right? When you first started.
Yeah. I I remember talking to Christina and I'll be like, Christina, I don't know what they're talking about. This is what I get for majoring in liberal arts, like liberal arts people. Like what? Caryophyllene, beta caryophyllene. How many caryophyllines are there? How many leans? How many? I'm just like, does it work? If it works, it's great.
Yeah, but do you guys love how diverse our doTERRA community is? It's for everyone. You know, people have asked me, "Do you think I could do doTERRA? I could do well in doTERRA?" I believe every single person could do very well in doTERRA if they're looking to implement this lifestyle to live healthier, longer, higher. And I believe every single human being would love that. That's just what I think, but I'm pretty sure you would all agree, right? So it's just an easy for me. It's an easy thing to teach and an easy thing to share because I know the results I get in my family, in my life. And one thing we talked about yesterday, I did a live. I always do this live with one of my Brazil leaders, and we start and get excited because of the motivation of helping other people, but we stay for the transformation because that's what we do in doTERRA, right? It's motivation and then there's transformation. And that's really powerful to see lives transform, people transform. I watched a video of myself like almost 10 years ago. That was one of my first videos that I did for our team in doTERRA. And I was like, oh my God, people can get better.
Yeah.
Oh my God. It was like, whoa. But you know, it's yeah. Christina has been by my side for most of this. For the whole time. Christina has been
Wow.
with me. Yeah. Yeah.
Amazing.
I'm so grateful. Being grateful, I think this is a good time to share the recipe, huh, Sissy? Pink pepper is amazing, and chocolate wild orange. All the citrus, right? All the citrus. Yes. The tea.
Love it.
I love it. So I got a salty recipe though. So we last night the kids wanted Loco Moco. If you all have been to Hawaii, you know what Loco Moco is. It's rice on the bottom with a usually a hamburger patty and egg on top with gravy, right? Super light, like very perfect for a light meal. Still not, but it's so delicious. And I did it plant based, except the egg. My little ones eat egg, so what I ended up creating in like 5 minutes was a gravy. And babe, was the gravy good? We still have it, right? He's saving it because it was so good and it's so easy. And this is what I did. My friend was here last night. She's like, "Oh, I love mushroom gravy." So I created this gravy with umami. You know the umami powder? Tastes like mushroom, right? It's from mushrooms. So I used the umami powder, and I did, and you guys can take this down. 2 cups of stock. So I used vegetable stock that I was making another dish, and I scooped it from that to the pan. And seasoning. So I used that all seasoning from Costco that has all kinds of herbs, and it doesn't have salt. 1/4 cup of all-purpose flour. I used the gluten-free one, so it was a gluten-free gravy. 1 teaspoon of onion powder, 1/4 teaspoon of sage, dried sage, and 1 teaspoon of rosemary. What I did use for oils was the thyme oil and the Italian blend. So anything that calls for dried herb, you can use the essential oil. Just remember that the essential oils are stronger, so you probably want to test it out, do a little bit at a time. And you can do salt and pepper to taste. And then I added the umami to taste as well. And it tasted amazing. And I blended it in the blender to get it really smooth, the texture. Otherwise, the kids won't eat it. So super easy to do. I recommend it to me. You can use it for Thanksgiving.
Love it. Yes. Okay. Thank you so much for sharing that recipe. That is so awesome. So many cool recipes, information. Let's get back to our BOGO box. Now that Teddy's back with us. Hi, Teddy.
I know. Hi. I'm not touching anything. I've been off and on, off and on. All
You're
right.
doing
I'm
great.
gonna thank
Teddy,
you.
your earbuds are muffled. Do you want to just speak into the computer?
Oh, okay. Here, let me try to just turn off my headset then. See if it turns off.
Yeah, that's better.
Nice.
Can you hear me now or no?
Yes.
Hey, we're gonna figure out this new audio haps thing, okay?
Can you hear me
Because this is
now?
the first time we're hopping on with it
Yeah.
updated.
You can hear me?
It's very low.
Yeah.
Cute. Hold on. I'm gonna try not to hang up. Hold on. Let me try to do this.
Well, go back into your muffled earbuds.
Yeah, come back to me.
Okay, the muffled earbuds were
Oh my
better.
god.
And you guys have been using Haps, and you could do the RTMP thing, right? To connect to Instagram. It is not working anymore. So
Whoa.
lots of improvements over here, but I'm joking, I'm being sarcastic. There are improvements because as you will see when you edit destinations, you will be able, it says coming soon, to directly connect your Instagram account to Haps. You cannot do it right now, but pretty sure it's going to be soon. They're working on it. So then you don't have to do the RTMP thing.
Yeah, which it's kind of nice. And then I can also go live on TikTok soon too. So I was like, oh, okay. There are some improvements coming, but I do think we're beta testing right now. It looks like so.
Oh, do you remember when you had it for doTERRA? We had to
Yeah,
do it for doTERRA when we were doing the transition of different systems.
yeah, it's true. But I mean, that's the only way that they can make this stuff happen is if there's beta testers. So we've got to kind of hold on a little bit.
Yes.
I was like, I think
What
we can
was
do this.
the last? What's the last BOGO that we have?
So we've got Teddy talking about Lavender, and then I'm going to talk about On Guard. So
So Olivia, go for it.
I'm going to go for it. Okay, so On Guard is actually the way that I was introduced to doTERRA. Before doTERRA, I was really into essential oils, just not. No, I never heard of doTERRA. Yes, there are people out there in the world that still haven't heard of doTERRA. Okay, so if you ever thought that like everybody in the world's already heard of doTERRA or whatever, it's not true. So many people haven't heard of it. Go out there, tell people about it. So On Guard, I was playing a show and Pam over here happened to be in the audience, and the way that I do shows, especially for small shows, I can't do this with big shows, but with the small shows I'm able to go out and say thank you to everybody who came. Pam said she's a groupie. So I'm like playing all these songs, and I'm like saying thank you to everybody at the end, and I see Pam and we're having this great conversation, and I'm like, oh my gosh, new bestie, what's up? And I'm like, you know what, we're having such a great time, but I've got to go home because my face is throbbing. And she's like, your face is throbbing, what? And I was like, yeah, my teeth, like it's she wears shirts with my face on it. She does, it's true. So I had a massive cavity. Like it was bad. I had a hole in my tooth. I have fear of dentist. So I didn't go to the dentist. My tooth was hurting so badly. And she's like, have you used essential oils? And then I was like, yeah, I've been using them from Whole Foods. They suck. And she's like, okay, well, try this. So she gave me a sample of On Guard. I took it home. And as I'm walking away, she gives me her card and she's like, if it works, call me. So that night, I was able to do some oil pulling. So I added a few drops of On Guard to coconut oil, and I did some oil pulling for like 20 minutes straight. And for the first time that night, for the first time in weeks, I finally slept. So the next day, of course, I texted Pam, and the rest is history. And now I'm here talking about On Guard. But that's just one way to use On Guard for your teeth. But On Guard is really amazing just for protecting you from everything. It's the protection or the protective blend. It's On Guard. It's I diffuse it. It's in my laundry soap. It's in my hand soap. I've got wipes with On Guard. Everything that you need to protect yourself from germs. I think I could say that word, germy thing, nasty stuff. So if you got nasty stuff in the air, on surfaces, on your clothes, On Guard is it. So yes, Christina says talking about On Guard as a doTERRA Diamond and US Founder 2.0. Yeah, that's me. So that's how it started with the throbbing toothache. Thank you, Pam. I always thank her for this. Like sometimes I'll just like randomly text her and be like, seriously, thank you again for introducing me to doTERRA. I can't believe that, you know, I'm having all these breathing issues and I'm like using oils to sleep through the night. Again, like it's just so many blessings that come with these oils. So that's On Guard. Now, Teddy, can we hear you?
Yes. Can you hear me? I can hear you.
Yes!
All right. Oh my God.
Teddy!
All right. Lavender.
Yes.
Okay, this is what I'm so excited about lavender. Lavender is my gateway oil. It's one of my staples. I think I bathe in it from morning to night. I just love the way it smells. One thing I've used it for is on my skin. I like to make a little face serum out of it. And recently I had my eyelids re-tattooed, right? So something that like saves time, right? So I had them re-tattooed last Wednesday, and they give you a little ointment, to put on it. But I just put lavender with a little bit of fractionated coconut oil on them, and then I also had my eyebrows done too at the same time. She said, "Hey, I got you on the table, give you a good price." So I had my eyebrows done. So then I, had to just have everything though lavender, and I think really no, very little swelling. I have a little bit of redness on my upper eyelid, but I'm just really happy with the results. Lavender is just so good with anything inflammation, anything to do with the skin. I use it for sunburns, too much sun in Hawaii. I mean, I don't really burn that much, but some days if I miss sunscreen in some spots and I'm out for a long time, I will burn a little bit. And the lavender is great. I've used it on my kids and family members. I like to use it at night, combined with marjoram and cedarwood and a little roller ball. Definitely helps me relax and fall back to sleep. Another thing that we've used it before in is cooking. I mean, you can make some great like whipped creams with lavender. It's good for, desserts. You can make your kind of own lavender syrup. You can make your flavor lemonade. Lavender lemonade is a popular thing right now. So I'm excited about lavender. I don't know what
So
they're going to
awesome.
with.
Yeah, and then our lavender is pharmaceutical grade. Yeah, we've talked about it with Gabriella
Right.
and how powerful that is. And it's the only company that has it because they're able to get the consistency of the constituents that that industry looks for, right? So super powerful.
Yeah, that's
And I
true. We
remember,
should provide a link. We should provide a link to that study too.
yes, I remember when Fran had Mana, he had really bad diaper rash, and lavender was the key because I remember that gave him relief, and we use it all the time here at the house. It's probably one of the most used oils that we have, and that's the reason why essential oils are popular in the world, right? It's because of lavender. That's the culprit of it all. So
For anxiety too.
oh
and depression.
yes, anxiety, amazing for it, and because it's pharmaceutical grade, you can say that now. We are
Oh, yay,
compliant.
there's the link.
Yes.
I think
So
that's the right link.
yes, it is. That's the one. We are excited for the BOGO box, and it goes on tomorrow. So, and you will run out like every single time. So, if you're not a member of doTERRA, get in touch with the person who's helping you in your path of discovering this lifestyle. And I'm pretty sure you're gonna be elated once that little box arrives. It's like Christmas time, which is Christmas time. So, give yourself a Christmas gift.
Yes.
Yes, and it's stocking stuffers, right? Perfect size.
Yeah.
Yes.
You put a feel here. Sweet, my love. So that's it. So next oily hour, we are going to talk about Olivia's trajectory to founder and how anyone can be a founder, not only in the United States, anyone in the world can become a US founder 2.0. And there's many spots left, but there won't be for too much longer. So we'll talk about that in the next oily hour. Thank you all for your time. Thank you all for your presence and your light. We'll see you soon.
Thank
Happy
you.
BOGO week.
Bye.
Bye.